It's a loading screen. You know what that means. I hit start recording too early. Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 17, Week 6. Today, we're looking at the Split Push Sprouts Code Line team taking on Mac and Cheese, the Hollywood team. With me here as always is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Hello there.
Who's always with me, unless he isn't. Two teams at the back of the pack right now. Desperately. Both of these teams, neither one is eliminated from bracket, but somebody's going to be today. Anybody who loses a game, I believe, is just mathematically eliminated. So, unless something absolutely crazy happens. So this one is for all the marbles. Whoever wins this game has to 2-0 it. Whoever 2-0s it has to 4-0 it. We'll see how they go with it. Interesting strategy from Hollywood, dropping all of his bans on not just line heroes, but maybe some of the second string line heroes as well, like with the Medusa there. By the way, not standing in here is Kitty, who is finally missing a game for the first time in this season. This is a live game, of course.
PVC said no.
Yeah, Hollywood didn't even say no. PVC said no. He's not even an admin. Shadow Shaman is feeling shadow shamed. Who is DMing me at a time like right now? Oh, it's Kitty. Troll Warlord? Who the hell's gonna play Troll Warlord on this team? What the hell? Did Hollywood look up the history of line before he did that? Hollywood Scout at all?
You were doing very well.
Best vote troll mid, what do you mean? Let's pick a carry mid, you know? It's gotta be that way.
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
Can Trash will play carry mid? I guess he plays Embers for it. That's close to a carry mid.
Unless he isn't. Two teams. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that?
Hear what, me asking about Trash Boat?
Hear the 1 second of stream feedback because I forgot to mute Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Has to happen every live game at least once. There goes the Witch Doctor, just in case New Couch Day decides to stand in after all, I guess. And look at that, it's first pick DK.
Wow. Very nice. This is
The,
in the
flavor of
top
the
5 of current meta heroes, by the way.
Yep.
Number 4, I believe.
Maybe the very definition of flavor of the week. Dragon Knight is one of these heroes right now where he's getting a lot of attention for one very big reason. He's good with all the really good items this patch. He's good with Mate Slayer, he's good with Shiva's Guard, if you're running Impulse 3 at least. Even if you're 2 if you can get it. He's good with Mate Slayer, he's good with Shiva's Guard, right? That's the main two. Gonna instantly run the Viper right back at them. Okay. Well, if the execution factor on that is right, doesn't matter how good the items are on DK, because that's a pretty nasty matchup to say the least. Of course, you can't get rid of the Viper, but you can't really get rid of the Viper in such a way that he can't already get rid of the DK. I don't care how slaying your mage is, alright? You're not getting rid of all of their magic damage, and you're still not living if you get Viper struck. It's pretty much as simple as that. Any kind of physical damage somewhere on the Hollywood lineup is gonna clear that guy well out. Anti-mage ban.
Why? I guess I'll have to see what they're doing before I answer that question, because that has been playing anti-mage.
Yep, he's been playing anti-mage whether it's good or not, so you probably want to get rid of it if it's going to be a good anti-mage game.
For instance, if you're picking Medusa.
That's true,
Well,
unfortunately. Yeah.
Or
Gonna be
Storm
picking
Spirit,
Storm
I guess. Or, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bad matchups, especially at mid. I guess if you really think about it, it's pretty bad for Dragon Knight as well. He needs his mana. Anti-mage does a lot of physical damage. It's as well as magic damage. He's going to outperform the passive, and he's always going to be relevant against him, even very early in the game. You know, Dragon Knight gets mana voided. He pops like a balloon. It's like horrible for him. So I can see why you might do that, protecting the DK. Phases void a little less. I feel like voiding the DK is pretty bad. Might be protecting P1 matchup though.
Phantom Lancer, by the way, has an awful win rate into anti-mage.
Yeah, that's true. We could be seeing the coveted.
I believe it's
line
worse
BL.
than it might be worse than Sword Swords, which is really the impressive part.
Code Line has received 4 of these 5 bans. They really want to
But-
see the Code Line Ricky this game, I guess.
If it's not, it's like 0.10 difference. Like that matchup for whatever reason is unplayably bad. It was alright.
Alright, IL.
Does it Hollywood
That's-
Wisp or Kid Dynamite Wisp?
Fascinating.
I'm nervous about either of those options, but we'll see.
10 seconds remaining.
Fascinating stuff here.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, the good news for DK in the DK versus Viper matchup is Viper can't do it himself anymore. The Mage Slayer is going to cut a lot of his damage output. Problem is, he's a very great enabler for anybody else to do the job. That's somebody who
Sure.
Viper hates to see, though.
2 of our 3 cores revealed. Interesting. Go for 3 of our 3 cores revealed.
Hell yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Last pick pages?
I get why
It's
they
more
did
likely
it,
than you think.
because like
Seconds remaining.
literally, if you let Ricky go,
He's
You're
gone.
not
Yeah,
gonna
you
have-
don't
yeah,
have a puzzle
you don't have
anymore.
a hero.
Team pick.
Yeah. Okay, the support. So at least
Could be
saying
live.
they're off lane, you know.
On one hand, Lion's pretty bad in a Viper. On the other hand, Lion's pretty decent into the IO, not like in a 1v1 situation, but Lion's very good at,
10
doing
seconds remaining.
that sudden shocking burst of damage that IO struggles with. IO likes when you take the damage slow and steady, when it runs the race. He does not like trying to save off of high alpha damage, so in that support versus support matchup, it is nice for the guy. And he can also stun IO before he latches onto things, which is always nice, of course, but
That's true.
bad news is he's useless into Viper except for hitting E on him, and he just kinda dies if Viper looks at him funny, but could be worse things in the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many supports who don't die if a mid looks at them funny, to be fair.
Dire team pick.
Okay.
Spectre. Spectre
It's a
into
good
DK,
Spectre
huh?
game, but... I
Do-
don't
do
care
I-
about DK.
I think you might should. I don't know if I like that matchup very much. You can
But I
assume
don't think
pretty
you should pick it
safely it's
early,
mid
though.
DK.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Spectre's the last pick only, because especially like
Seconds remaining.
because it's not OP anymore.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, the Golden Dragon of Baden is wide open here, and it's a very nasty thing to
It's-
be playing into.
Okay, I guess it is kind of bad in the DK considering your Mage Slayer, but
Yeah, he's got the Mage Slayer, and he's
10
just
seconds
like,
remaining.
he's a big tanky guy who's going to be able to
5
keep
seconds
you
remaining.
sort of locked down, going to be able to pour some damage on you. He's,
the good news is like if you're Viper dealing with DK effectively, Ricky cannot kill Spectre and Lion is food. So
yeah, it's a weird
I still
little
wouldn't have picked him
triangle.
necessarily.
It's a weird little triangle because it's like, on one hand, Viper can deal with the DK, hypothetically. On the other hand, Ricky can prevent that really easily. So you can have Ricky deal with the Viper and then DK deal with the Spectre. And that's not unfeasible. Of course, that has to happen, and that's a thread for the Lion team. That's not a thread for the Mac and Cheese team. If the execution factor is bad on both sides, Hollywood wins. Pangolier.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be
This hero's
DK3
still
then.
getting picked for some reason.
Dire team ban.
So it's a
This
Roxy
is-
last pick. Or a Peach's last pick.
One of the two.
Or Roxy's playing Pangolier. I don't
Mark,
know.
yeah, could be. This is like kind of a baller Pangolier game, actually. The only thing that sucks about it is a swap, and that's going to be hard to actually like do anything with
10
right.
seconds remaining. Dire team
Viper like
ban.
super
Yes.
sucks into him. It's one of the worst things for Viper to possibly see. Like, yeah, he can ult the ball, but that doesn't do anything. He if he gets disarmed before he gets, if not disarmed, but if he gets the crappy attack speed nerf before Pangolier gets broken, it's a lot of
10 seconds
a lot of
remaining.
pain. And you can't break him anyway. You gotta have you're here to break
5
DK.
seconds remaining.
The
Radiant team
Spectre, I don't really think ever wants to see Pangolier. It's just a very annoying matchup. Very easy way to disrupt her fights. It's pretty, like, you gotta build very specifically for it to deal with it.
Radiant
The attack
team
speed, passive thing, very annoying. Pretty tanky. Overall, not too bad of a pick here. Could definitely backfire in the last pick, but so far it doesn't look too bad.
Carp play Viper.
No.
Okay, so it's not. It's a pause 3 Viper then.
Could be. Or Carp could be playing it despite... I mean, you know, it's something I've said
I feel
before
like Carp
very
wouldn't play
recently.
Viper. I feel like if he has to play flashier heroes.
Here's the something that I've said very recently. You know, Viper, not exactly rocket science, you know.
I'm not saying that he's bad. You would like shit it up if you play Viper. I'm saying like you literally wouldn't play it because it's too
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah. Is that Katie in chat? I see somebody named 00 Katie is desperate. No, that's not Arcady. That's like a bot.
Or
Okay.
Wyvern. Alright. So Spectre is miserable, as expected.
Yeah.
It's a third pick Spectre.
Yeah, this is
Why did
super
why'd you
baller.
pick Spec so early?
Super baller looking Winter Wyvern game.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Wyvern into IO, like
5
self-explanatory.
seconds remaining.
Into IO
But
self-explanatory.
again, you can also get swapped, so maybe it's okay.
You can do a lot of funny things with the Winter's Curse, like the immediate aftermath of it. Like, you know, if you time it right, and it's probably going to be Trash Boat Pangolier, and I trust Trash Boat to time it all right, you can have the Pangolier just let her rip right on top of the Winter's Curse the second it ends, and just roll over everybody who was involved in it. Just pretty bad. Timber Saw?
Choose
Okay.
your hero.
Interesting.
They're going all in on trying to make the Dragon Knight not have a game, I guess. It's going to be a pause 3 Viper.
So Timbersaw doesn't die to Ricky. Doesn't necessarily care about DK. They're just like two ships passing the night. It's not a
They
good Winter's
roll
Curse
swapped.
target, nor someone to get caught in Winter's Curse.
5
Yeah, it's a very
Roxy's
good
doing
looking
pretty- wow,
Timbersaw
alright.
game. Only downside to all of this is like he's really good at live him. I don't know what he does beyond live. He's kind of bad at tracking Ricky. He's very bad at killing Pangolier. He makes DK not have a game, but DK already is kind of not having a game regardless. It's annoying for the Wyvern Popsicle.
Yeah.
I will say in advance, I am sweating this swap a little bit on Split Push Sprouts. I do think you probably have a higher chance of good things happening here with the DK being played by Golden
Dude,
Dragon.
Roxy off support. That's
yeah.
kind of weird to me.
Like, I feel like the real thing is not actually the DK. Like, the DK, I trust Golden Dragon to play the DK. I very trust Roxy Roro to play the Winter Wyvern, but Winter Wyvern is a very complicated hero. It is not an easy one to learn, to execute, to do well with. So, I definitely feel like it would have been a nicer, safer option to see Golden Dragon on the DK, see Roxy on the Winter Wyvern. I do know, off camera, I know that Golden Dragon has been specifically practicing Winter Wyvern recently, I believe, for another league that he is involved with. But
Prepare for battle.
I'm a little worried about this. I think I would have really just much rather seen this be Roxy Roro. I would be pretty confident in this game, actually, with the guys swapped, to be honest with you. Again, not to say Roxy's going to be doing bad as Dragon Knight. I think he's going to do fine. I'm worried about this guy.
Well, hold a
Uh,
flame. No, all chat, please. No, all chat, please, as you're flaming this dude to a crisp, as you're rinsing this guy.
True. I mean, it's not like a. I don't think it's that big of a roast. It's hard. I think it's one of the hardest supports in the game to do well with. I can tell you this: we ran it on not being dim. We ran it on crop circles a few times with tall balls, and coordination factor was lacking there. A lot of the ults came out very awkwardly. You know, I always say every team I kind of have like the one moment for, and the moment for
Heroes
that
here.
team, yeah.
Hold that
This
thought.
is,
As trash boat's gonna
Yeah,
go
this is
on.
an interesting. Yeah, Trash Boat's getting gone
Matt
on.
is
Matt is
dying,
getting
though.
Goner on.
No,
Goes
he's
down.
dead.
First blood. Yeah, this is a very interesting strategic decision on the part of the Hollywood team, though they might get Trash Boat as compensation. Yeah, they actually are going to get him. The IO is also going to go down.
Okay. Very
Everybody's
nice.
dying. Viper
It's 5
is
seconds
next.
into the game, and there are 4 killed.
And you didn't want to watch
5
this
kills?
game. Yeah, 6
Alright.
Yeah, 5 kills, yeah.
Cool.
Code Line walking at his former captain, Kid Dynamite.
Yeah.
I believe his rookie... No, it wasn't his rookie season, because he technically played in Season 1.
It's like annoying for a carry to die there, but it has basically no effect on your game if you die that early.
Yeah, I mean, the real effect on the game is how many kills happen there. The 3 and 2. Let's show that fight recap. 1,355 gold passes into the hands of the Radiant, 853 into the Dire. Mostly cores on Radiant, mostly supports on Dire. Roxy does almost just die there, but...
So the reason is you can just TP straight back and you still get the creeps. Like,
Yep.
dying as a carry in lane is awful because you miss creeps, but you miss no creeps in that situation, so that should be fun.
Anyway, speaking of Matt and fine, it's time to walk the fine line of doing the roll call. So, for a split put, that wasn't even a joke. Strike that from the record. I don't know where I was going with that. Pause 1 for the Code Line team. Well, appropriately enough, it's Code Line. Split push Sprouts playing as the Ricky. Pause 2, you've got Trash Boat standing in for Kenny Lavender on the Pangolier. Pause 3, you have Roxy Roro, an unusual situation on the Dragon Knight. Pause 4, Golden Dragon on the Winter Wyvern, typically the pause 3. And pause 5, you've got Peaches on the... Peachesy on the line. On the other side of the coin, for Mac and Cheese, pause 1, you have Godlike Matt on the Spectre. Pause 2, you've got Warcarp on the Timbersaw. Pause 3, you've got Mijwanni on the Viper. Pause 4, Kid Dynamite standing in for Turtles on the Vengeful Spirit. And pause 5, you've got Hollywood, captain of the team, on Io. Just gonna have a little scuffle here with, what the hell was that? Was that Hollywood's branch that he just dropped there? I kind of think that was Hollywood's branch, to be honest with you.
Line is doing some psychopath behavior. He's getting
Mark
away
it
with
up.
it though.
He got blood grenaded, but
Oh,
he
the
has a
stick.
tango, so he's gonna be okay.
Nice.
Okay, rip Pages. I looked away there because I thought it was over, but I bet I can guess what happened there. Trashboat's struggling with this Timbersaw mid. One thing's for sure, it's going to win this mid lane matchup. Because in the long run, neither of these guys do anything to each other. And when that's the case, Timbersaw just wins. He's got a better ability to get creeps here. More consistent, better sustain for it. Just on that queue. Should still be a relatively good game for him. Okay, Pages has shown up here. Small rotation. I think maybe trying to save Trash Boat from a dive. Then Carp tips her. Trash boat jumping on a
Classic
couple
carp.
creeps there. If I was money, I would be changing hands right about now. The Dynamite is taking a lot of damage to try and win this Ward War. He's actually taken almost all of his HP. Ace is dead. Goodbye.
Okay.
Code Lion has one less last hit than Viper, but in the interest of fairness, he has 4 more kills and the same amount of assists and 2 less deaths, so I'm sure he's probably
Yeah.
not too mad so far in this lane.
Nobody's last sitting in this lane. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah, the only place he's much less sitting being done at all is mid, though Matt is doing a pretty solid effort at top at this point. This lane started out very well for these two, but it's gotten kind of worse and worse over time. Well, I do think that will reverse to a degree at 6, but because of that rotation to save Trash Boat earlier happened during a time a lot of creeps were dying. Well, the Warcarp is actually, the Timber Saw is actually going to be higher level now than the Pangolier for the time being. He's definitely going to beat Pango to 6, though it is going to be very difficult to kill him with 6 at the very least. I think if your Timber Saw,
Level 6 spike or anything.
yeah, I think if your Timber Saw, you hit level 6, you leave. You do have a 6 spike on Timber, I would say, but you hit level 6, you get the hell out of Dodge. You go find another lane to go bully, probably bot.
Dragon is being chased all the way into the jungle here by Matt. He's gonna cleave into bits.
Yep. It was a very long time to get that kill, 239 gold. But this is going to be a very hard wave for him to get anyway, unfortunately, so he didn't lose too much in going for that kill. Interesting. Zero hitting his buttons here. Not sure what
Don't
that's
do
about.
anything to each other. It's like when you both have like an invincibility cheat on in a game where you're trying to shoot each other.
Warcarp's hit is 6. He's pretty low on HP, pretty high on mana. He's
everything.
about to be low on life.
Oh, he has no spells. Unfortunate.
Yeah, all the stuff's on cooldown. Not very fortunate for Warcarp in any case, because he doesn't have... Oh no, he tried to go for this rune. It's okay,
It's fine.
his Swashbuckle has a million-year-long cooldown, but he doesn't get the rune. He's going to have to route now, which is pretty bad. He's going to get Pangolier, who is probably the central hero on the Code Line lineup. Quite a bit of time to get some fun stuff done here. Code Line, or not Code Line, Gold Dragon gets a courier. He's going to try and popsicle his way out.
Oh, the Arctic Burn. It stopped.
Oh, hi, Timber Saw. Timber Saw comes top to go throw a saw and get a free assist and split the gold a little bit more.
He's buying a Witchblade on Wyvern? No, he's not. I don't know what he's buying actually.
Buying boots?
But he has a... He has a carry Wyvern build, that's all I can tell you. The skill build.
Let's see, he's got... What is he building? He's got Robe of the Magi. He looks like he's building like...
I thought it was a Witchblade, but I don't know.
He's building Oblivion Staff. It might be
Okay.
Witchblade. Yeah. Alright, interesting.
So we're getting a carry Wyvern from Pause 4?
I guess. I'm not altogether that opposed to the idea, to be honest with you. I think that will probably work fine in this game anyway. If he's able to pull it off, that is. I think you can go a little greedier here. You have a very early game pause 1, you have a very early game pause 3. Right? So you can assume these guys are not going to be hitting creeps all the time. You're going to just get some free opportunities. He's hit 6. Use this power spike to try and get Matt to run away from the tower. Golden Dragon's not even close, which is a little sad.
That's one thing we kind of didn't talk about is if this game goes past 40, it's very
Yeah, it's
difficult
super
to
over.
It's back.
Super duper duper over.
Back. It's getting
They're bringing Timber Saw in for
annoyed.
this.
Dire's middle tower
Get him.
attack.
This is very,
Easy.
very worthwhile if they get both the Wyvern and the... Uh-oh, Roxy's here.
Oh,
Not
Trash
Roxy,
Boat's
Trash
here.
Boat's here, rather. He kind of
Trash Boat's
hesitated.
good, I
Kinda had
mean,
a
it's
hesitation moment there.
it's
I think he
actually
just
fair to
pulled go.
hesitate there. I don't know if you 1v3 that.
I do think you genuinely
Very
just
cool.
roll and go.
That wouldn't accomplish anything. That accomplished something though. He baited him. See, you were
There you
doubting
go.
this man. Unfortunate, no stuns. Oh, it's because DK didn't have mana. That is very unfortunate.
Bit of an unfortunate situation has popped up here on my side of affairs. So we're going to get a very scenic look at bot lane for a second while I literally run away from the PC. Randy, you do commentary while I'm gone. Tell everybody about everything they're
I'm
not
not a-
seeing.
Last solo commentator, dude. Come on.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack. But not quite. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Good assassins never die. They just
Hello! I ran as fast as I could.
Dire's
I probably could have
You
ran
missed
faster, I
it.
lied.
You missed the fight where Trash Boat, Matt, and
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
and fucking Carp all died.
And now Dragon Knight's gonna die.
And now Roxy's dead. Yeah.
Dire's
He flame
Matt
breathed
has,
the blade mail and killed
Matt has-
himself.
Matt has 5 kills. Just want to point that out.
Dire's middle
Yeah, that's pretty bad. They're definitely gonna have to sit on this guy. They're definitely gonna have to sit on this guy. They're gonna have to
79
have that Pangolier,
is under attack.
DK Ricky just walk at this dude, you know? You're gonna have to play it early. You're gonna have to start getting aggressive.
Is under attack.
These guys see what's happening and decide it's jungle time, it's not gonna avail them. I really did run, by the way, if you're wondering.
Radiant are scanning.
So apologies for that long.
Out of shape caster.
What do you mean, bro? I was running like hell. It was a sprint, bro. If I ran slowly. Yeah, they're doing exactly what I was calling for here. Found Matt here in the jungle, doing everything they can to just get rid of him, and they do. He tries to ult to get out, doesn't make it in time.
That's a Trash Boat call right there. It's like, okay, this spec is worrying me. We need to run at him.
Yeah, good strategy there.
Winner's Curse.
Yeah, Winter's Curse on the IO.
Oh,
And there's what I was talking about in pick phase. They bring out the combos right at the end of the Winter's Curse here.
Triple kill.
Triple kill Trash Boat.
Ultra kill.
Very good. Oh, and yeah. Stuns the Wyvern instead of the... no Ultra.
Roxy.
DK gets it. Stuns the Wyvern rather than the DK there. Pangolier already has his Diffusal. DK already has his Mage Slayer. Viper immediately drops the break there. Might be ill-advised. If he held that till his buddies are up, that was a very reasonable kill. Now he's just walking at guys. He has no ult.
I'll even link you the Shroomable to the play you missed for after the game.
Oh, how nice.
Okay.
Ah, nice.
You got the haste rune. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, DK will now dive for him.
Oh, these lion stuns.
Wow, they actually get the IO there. Pages will also now dive for it. This, okay, that probably wasn't the swap.
Radiant's middle tower
That haste rune was probably not worth all that much trouble, I will say.
structures are
1,340 gold passes into the hands of the Dire, predominantly to the Spectre and the Timber Saw. Not what you want to see, frankly. If you're the Lion team, Code Lion himself is coming up here, has his own Diffusal.
Radiant's middle tower
Definitely need to see this rookie out. It's just a, it's just not happening. The idea of Ricky out carrying here, not happening. Viper strikes the Pangolier to the exact results I was. Okay, that's not what you do here as a Wyvern. Viper strikes the Pangolier to pretty much the exact set of circumstances I predicted. Io relocates Majuani, relocates his best buddy. That's not home. What the hell? Where is he? Relocates his best buddy to Fountain and misses Fountain. What if they're gonna?
I mean, honestly, could have kept fighting. Okay, maybe this Pango is a little scary.
What the hell? Oh, okay,
retract that,
IO reload from spawn for that. Okay, so it
Yeah.
wasn't actually originally there. I was like,
Took Majuani back.
yep. Explains why he missed Fountain. That's a pretty big target. The answer is he wasn't aiming for the Fountain.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Things I do for you guys. Let's refresh chat here to see if I can call somebody out here. Which means unfortunately we're gonna have another moment of nope, not yet. Matt's playing this right so far. I think Matt knows this is like a 1v9 for him, right? Everything else in the game doesn't matter. What happens with Viper doesn't matter. Well, it's true. What I'm saying is,
That
you
has
know,
nothing to do with what you're saying. I just wanted to point it out.
the the Timber Saw, whatever happens to the Timber Saw, if he owns, if he dies, Matt's gonna be okay. That's
big go
not the
here.
Lavernal, but is going to get the VS knocked out for a moment. Viper's gonna go down.
Not
Hollywood to
here.
follow.
Actually, none of the
Yeah.
cores are here, so.
Well, that's not very nice to Majuani. You're calling me not nice? Get out of here. 3-for-1 trade.
Just none of the MVP cores are here. Like killing a positive is expected.
Yeah. Spectre at bot, Timber Saw in the jungle. Playing it slow, they know they can. Like I said, Matt's playing this right. No matter what happens to his team, as long as his team doesn't lose, if this game goes on long enough, he can 1v5. Absolutely can 1v5. It's a tough 1v5, you have to worry about the positioning and whatnot on the Pangolier, but the real politic is, the execution factor here is that he can do it. He has a potential possibility of doing it. They can't put that genie back in the bottle. They can't make Spectre unable to do it. There's not an item in the game that's going to solve that particular issue for you. And she's not going to be in a 1v5, to be frank. Because Timbersaw is doing well enough, and all Viper needs to do is ult to have impact. So it's not going to be a 1v5 anyway. But even if it was, is what I was talking about here. So when I was saying 1v9, for the record, that's what I was talking about. Oh my god, VS stole that creep! Oh, poor Roxy. Roxy in shambles. This is Blink now. Ricky's here. Ricky's going to be engaging in a little bit of psychopath behavior. Spectre wants to get involved? Spectre doesn't want to get involved. Spectre just wants to do that to soak tricks of the trade and now wants to get involved. Roxy
Oh,
broken.
boy.
Roxy going home.
Dead.
Not making it. Winner's Curse, unfortunately, a little late, hitting the wrong target as well. Hitting the Spectre, takes no damage from this no right-click having Timbersaw. Then he gets tipped for it, which might be deserved.
Like I said, have a clean, no tipping, no voice lines, no all chat game.
Yeah, but nobody saw that you said that, so Timbersaw just got his Shiva's Guard in. Pretty decently sized purchase. It is. I do think in this particular game it is nullified a little bit by the Mage Slayer on the DK.
What do you think Matt's gonna use first tonight?
Good question. I don't think he gets one. I think he ends the game with 0.
Is it with 0? Nice. It's a very carry way to play.
That's true. Bangalore just eating these lays up right now. Code Line team taking a back foot here for a minute. The reason that that went bad was not because of, like, Line not doing the right thing. It was bad coordination around it. You know. It was not necessarily the right thing. I don't think it was necessarily the wrong thing. And I think the downfall there is that the team wasn't prepped for it. If the team was, that's probably fine for the Line team right now. He's going to find him again and engage in a little bit more psychopath behavior. No, I'm not. He's not that... Line. Line. My brother in Christ! You just saw them! You just saw them, my man!
Oh,
Oh, that's really unfortunate. I don't think he was paying
Bird.
attention. I think he was looking at top, honestly. Chasing around the Spectre up here. They've got him in a very compromising position, actually. They got Io coming in to try and make the save. Actually, Io and the Timbersaw are coming to make the save. Oh my god, the Finger of Death gets the job done.
Can't go low.
Timbersaw trying desperately to get out back there. Good swap for the... Oh no.
This Pango's just booming these guys.
Swap is not actually going to make... What do you mean denied? What the hell? Oh, the VS died of the Viper's DOT, so it counted as a deny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting
That's classic.
beta. Majorni dead. 5 for 1 there. They did lose the code line before that started, but
They have
ultimately 5 for 1
major
there.
Pango problems.
Yeah.
Like, extremely bad.
So far, about every time Pangolier has walked into the Spectre, Spectre's died. Nearly every time. And that's pretty big at this point. They're playing well around the trash boat in this one. Something they need to do. Something that they could do, I think, a little bit better at, perhaps, in games where they have their regular pause too, is trying to play aggressively around him. Doing a very good job with it. I think the coordination is still leaves something to be desired in points. Like right now we have this guy who's just like, you know, there's a fight that could happen here, but we're never taking it. Roxy Roro realizing where he is. Never taking it if the Golden Dragon isn't there. Timbersaw going Blink next. I actually really don't like the Blink in this game. I'm already a little, you know, skeptical of the old Blink Dagger Timbersaw. I think that's typically tends to be a way to save 90 mana once every couple of minutes, but this game I super don't favor it. You need damage or tank. You need one of those two right now. You're not doing anything to the okay, goodbye Viper. You're not doing anything to the Pangolier. You're hardly even doing that much to the Dragon Knight and the Riki that you should be owning, right? Not to say nothing, but you could definitely be doing better on that front. Definitely needs to accept his mobility for now. 3 and Under Club getting run over here again. 1.5k Ansel radio.
Zoning.
Yeah. I don't think there was much of a question about this game. I will say, I do think he is doing it disproportionately good. This is a very bad-looking DK game. He's doing pretty good with it so far. 10-3. Roxy looking for Matt down here, or perhaps looking for a wave down here. He's going to find Timber. That's not who you want to find. This looks right into him as well. Timber kind of revealing they have detection there. Roxy Row, we're friends. Bangalier's on his way. We're friends. TP's? Okay, there we go.
This is very
Timber
weird.
getting bullied.
My God, this is no mana.
Yeah, I mean, the Pangolier has the,
Oh, the
good,
Hex.
great Hex. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Nice.
Timber saw money for code line. Excellent work there. They didn't get the Spectre, but for now, that's an acceptable compromise. Awkward fight on both sides of that affair, but ultimately works out for code line here. Skullbasher coming out for the Pangolier, which is gonna, I think, put a bit. I think is going to put Spectre being able to safely walk out of the woodworks behind for a little while. You really don't want to come out of the jungle as the Spectre and then walk face first into 19 stuns by the Pangolier and die. You know,
Tower is under attack.
pretty awkward. They're gonna do this Tormentor. Hollywood's gonna watch. Hollywood's not gonna watch. Hollywood's gonna get scared, and then he's gonna watch. Tormentor goes down. Ricky ends up with his yard. Okay.
Very cool. What's
Comes
with
up
the
with
scribble?
the,
That's the narrator.
Good question.
Dire's
Gets
bottom
the annoying armor break and no friendly target on the smoke screen, which is going to be nasty for Io. Because I don't believe he's able to latch onto people in smoke. Thanks to that. A bit annoying.
Yes.
Especially when
Yes,
that is their
already
main.
made colored.
Yeah.
is under attack.
This is one of their main ways of getting somebody who's in the smoke cloud to not die.
Dire's bottom tower has
They're trying to hurry up here. They might actually go for high ground now.
Realistically,
walking
you
up to
just
Dire's
stay tethered to Matt, right? Okay, they're definitely
Probably.
high grounding. Guys?
structures are
There we go.
Wraith King,
Radiant's middle
Wraith
tower
King
is under
reincarnate.
attack.
Guys!
But I'm the king.
It's a pretty good voice line. I think I mentioned this on a cast recently. I don't think you were there, but there should be a line when that happens where he's like, "It took 5 of you to kill me."
Is under
I'm
attack.
gonna kill me, yeah. 5v1.
They're clearing a path. I thought they were clearing a path to Roche. They may be reconsidering it here. They do have a somewhat poor Roche lineup and can explode on them very badly. Yeah, they want to stick around, see what they can get perhaps uphill, but right now nobody is really brave enough on the Dire to be alone. Matt's farming, and the Secret Service is making sure that he gets to do it in peace at the moment.
Yeah. Everybody. Oh my god.
Dire's middle tower
It
Everybody's
really does
surrounded,
stand to
man.
reason, honestly. They do have a poor Roche lineup, but I think at this point, certainly not a bad idea to at least try. Get vision up here. Think about it. You have a pretty good idea, because that just happened, of where everybody is.
You can't haunt into the Roachfoot anymore.
It's true. Ricky finished his Ags. So has that longer range tricks of the trade. So he's going to be pretty nasty for a while.
Yeah, indeed.
Roche getting hammered here.
Gonna work out. They're not responding.
Yeah, somebody started TPing there for a second. That was weird. Or did they? Maybe that was Roxy. Oh. Hopefully not.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fake Spectres at the bot T1. Nothing worth worrying about. If you're code line team, they're going to take first stages here. Give it to Trash Boat. Surprisingly! Actually, might have been better to give that to the Ricky. I think the Ricky is under a lot more peril of actually dying, and that's pretty bad if that happens, but certainly is not the worst idea to put it on Pangolier. He has been mortal enough. And sometimes the question isn't, are you going to die? It's, what can you do if you're not afraid to die? I think he gets some interesting answers to that question here. Going for Disperser, which is going to be annoying. Manta Style now up on the Dragon Knight. Radiant starting to take a general advantage here, 10k, very largely because of the support line and the Dragon Knight. The Winter of Vern is getting pretty dangerously close to passing up the Viper here, which could be an interesting conundrum in and of itself.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Honestly, when I think about it more, the Wyvern is going to be doing this like soft core kind of thing. They actually might have a long game after all. She is going to need a lot of money and a lot of time, but it does mean that
The real thing that
like
gives him a long game is that this Pango is as oppressive as he is.
yeah, yeah, that's definitely true.
I think the Wyvern has much to do with it.
What I'm saying is like if the game goes like 100 minutes, then the Wyvern is going to be able to scale into that, and like neither of the two other cores on Dire scale literally at all. Like Timbersaw is already pretty much like has been as scary as he's ever going to be in this game. He's done being scary. Viper is like gone. He's sitting on no money anyway, and he doesn't scale well when he does have money. Timber is going to be playing the long game here, just going to be throwing spells at creeps. They all kind of are, trying to extend, which is good. Even though the Radiant might have the last laugh, certainly there is going to be a time, at the very least, when Spectre is confidently going to be able to 1v5. And a pretty decently long one, too, like maybe 20 minutes where she's going to be able to do that until the Wyvern finally gets scary enough that you kind of have two nearly equivalent guys.
Fucking uphill right now. This older Dragonborn.
Oh, they
okay.
got Trash Boat, but they're having a real tough time. First life down.
That's kind of a disaster.
Yeah, he got nothing and Line died. Yeah, they actually have to back now. They actually can't take uphill here, like at all.
That's rough.
Pretty distressing.
That
That
really sticks up.
makes uphill look impossible. Honestly, that makes it look like they just can't do it. They're actually gonna counterattack here. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. She got the finger proc. Matt.
Guys, help her carry.
Matt. They put the slow attack juice on the Dragon Knight. Okay, this is looking more and more okay, actually, as time's going on.
These guys were just beating up Roxy the whole fight. I guess
Yeah.
it worked out. Very weird to see like
Trash Brothers.
3 people hitting the spec and like nobody does anything about it.
And then they lose a fight anyway.
I bet Matt is screaming in VC during that. It's like, yo, where's my team?
Overall, it's still a defeat. 2,610 gold passes into the hands of the Dire, predominantly onto the Timber Saw, so that's not too great.
Yeah, Roxy had a pretty hefty price tag.
They actually had a big price tag, and it all started by Thanos snapping Code Line out of existence, which is unfortunate. That whole sequence of events definitely puts the future of the Code Line team in question. It does make it look like that whether they like it or not, they're going to have to face the scary era of Spectre. They just can't uphill before then. It's just as simple as it gets.
All mine.
Maybe need Lincolns on the Spangolier to help make sure that doesn't happen again, but it's a pretty easy Lincoln's pop even with his ult. It's a bit annoying. They're going to do their own Tormentor now. I think doesn't have it. Oh, Roxy and Trashboat, I believe, are the potential takers here. Oh, no, it was Roxy and Lion, actually. So Dragon Knight Shark comes out. That's a little nice to have, at least. It's been super nerfed since it came out, but at least you have some good abilities to keep people inside of it. Nothing else, as far as the Dragon Knight Fireball is concerned. Hollywood team, once again, just sticking as 5. Just 5 Secret Service agents watching the president get last hits.
But if there's a fight where Pango dies, that's the swing.
Yeah, I think so. If Pango dies in an upcoming fight, or if he just gets randomly picked, that's kind of the point where it's like, the game starts to really favor the Hollywood team. They are still 11k up, so that does still have to happen. And notably, they got a very free kill online at the start of that last fight, so it is a little hard to say necessarily that would happen again. 5-man smoke coming out on the Radiant. I'm going to be looking for the spec here. I actually know pretty well exactly where Spectre's going to be. Big line drawn towards it. Spectre's TPing top.
That says, get me out of here.
Yep. Not terribly surprising. He is the best person to leave in a moment like that. Actually gonna smoke right back. Gets popped. Dragon Knight immediately going in on the VS here, of all things. A pretty good winner's curse. But everyone's stunned through the whole thing, so it actually doesn't do much. Trash Boat taking people out. Timbersaw taking the supports out, but having trouble with the actual course. Trash Boat, please get out of the goo that makes you attack really slow. There we go. Isn't really respecting that ability. Yeah, Spectre has shown up for this.
He has no vision of the Ricky though.
Ricky just killed his courier. That's pretty sad.
Got the Carp's Courier.
Oh yeah, you're right. Killed Carp's courier. That had the last piece of Eternal Shroud on that, I think. Yeah. A bit unfortunate timing there. 3 for 2. But another bad-looking fight for the Code Line team as they don't even leave a scratch on either the Timber or the Spectre. 1,000 gold passes in the hands of the Radiant. 1,700 into the Radiant. 1.2k into the hands of the Dire here. Predominantly into Timbersaw and Spectre versus Bango Ricky. So a fairly stalematey fight, all things considered. But stalemates right now favor Spectre. Okay, I do have audio still. Everything went silent on my screen. That was really awkward. The music stopped as everyone stopped doing anything, so there's just nothing playing. Oh, the Mighty Midget's now playing Dota too. I'm sure they're having fun in that game. Zio, oh, he's just depositing vision here in the GG jungle, making it safer for Matt, I suppose. He's been doing a lot of the enemy GG jungle for a while. Got Disperser.
All you
Bangalier.
can do is you can relocate to a normally inaccessible place and start putting vision down.
Bangalier has a lot of money. Has not bought anything in a long time.
Another Dragon form here. Looks like they're looking to do something.
Yeah, bad news for... Okay, that was a very unnecessary BKB on the part of Ricky, unfortunately. That was his 9 as well. A little awkward. Gotta have better...
Dragon form,
Yeah, you
so
gotta have a
you can
little
definitely do something.
discipline. Yeah, well, they're distracting. They're actually doing a good job here. They're distracting these guys here mid, but this is a pretty big distraction. He got killed by Matt. DK went down mid to try and intervene instead of hitting the racks at top. That is a unfortunate mistake, I think. Well, they all just gotta retreat. Okay, yeah, well, it's officially, yeah, that's it. It's officially now, I think, Hollywood's game to lose. They're still at a 10k net worth deficit, but it doesn't matter when Matt on the 1v5 guys Spectre just picked up 2.6k. 1k personally. That's a lot of money, baby. That is really rough.
He's about to kill line.
It makes a lot of sense what the game plan was. They were trying to distract there while the...
Oh no,
No.
my supports are griefing. Okay.
They were trying to make a distraction there while Dragon Knight went to town on the top D3, and in fairness, he actually did get it most of the way dead, but I do think he gave up trying to go mid there when he couldn't have. Very unfortunate turn of events here. I think yeah, that's looking really grim all of a sudden.
You like this Viper BKB?
I'm looking at chat right now, so I can't see his build. Oh, Kenny Lavender is in chat. Hello, Kenny. This could be you. Well, he's not in chat. He's just watching the game. Viper BKB. Let's figure it out. No, I don't. This Viper BKB makes no sense. Actually, literally only does anything about the lion crap and the DK stun, and that's it.
It's Splinter Blast.
I guess the real deal is going to get rid of the smoke screen, but he's kind of dead if he's like cut enough to be in that either way. Is kind of the problem. So the issue with BKB in a game like this is like, yeah, sure, the one annoying thing you're thinking about is going to go away, but the one annoying thing is not the disease, it's a symptom. You need something to deal with the disease. It's not going to help with the disease. Finishing the Hurricane Pike might be a better investment there. I don't know if you can self-target with the smoke, but you can certainly target somebody else, and if you target somebody else with Hurricane Pike, you certainly get the hell out of it. And it helps you in a lot more ways than basically the one skill. Maybe he thinks it stops. Winner's Curse. That's always a possibility when it comes to LD2L, I guess.
Or it's Tortellini.
Or maybe it's Tortellini. Always a
Or
possibility.
Dota Plus.
Or Dota Plus, always a possibility as well.
Dota Plus doesn't like BKBs though, I notice.
Doesn't like BKBs on P1s at least. Second,
On anything I
Roche
play.
going down. Ricky's gonna take the cheese.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They go TPing out mid to fix this wave up before they make what may be their last real, like, go up here at top. You know, generally, the Dyers in their jungle at the moment have it very visioned up. You know, they super know now they all just walked under an obs, so they all know where Dyer's going. Might be a repeat of the last situation. He has his Lincolns, by the way. He has Lincolns now. So what happened to him last time is not going to be able to happen again unless they're willing to drop the Viper Strike for it, which is the only thing that pops Lincolns during his ult. Of course, he doesn't need to be ulted, or at least rolled up, which he doesn't have, so he needs to be ulted.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
But if he is ulted... 20, the first to appear here for the defense. DK Illusions
Denied the
just
tier
hitting
3 as well. Very
nice. DK Illusions just hitting the Raxia code line. No. Bad line. DK Illusions hitting Raxia. Real DK hitting the range.
Oh, okay, here it
They
is.
got the
Girl.
Pango ult out, but it's all looking at Timbersaw right now. That's not helpful, unfortunately. Matt's in the back line, eating support.
Showing here. Oh boy.
My code line, very
Pango's
likely
pulled out
dead.
of this.
Yep. Just gets straight
Alrighty.
eaten. No Winner's Curse in that. That's not good. You really need a Winner's Curse in that sort of
Maybe
situation.
Maybe next push we'll get the melee Rex, you know? One push you got the tier 3 and then all died. The next push you got the range Rex. And then third time's the charm, boys.
There you go. I think it is unfortunate. I think you definitely wanted to see Winner's Curse in that. I think it could have changed a lot in that specific scenario. Hello. Oh my god. Gets buried by the Spectre there.
Yeah. So that's classic Spectre.
Yep. Didn't use his Force Staff there. Interesting. Yeah, actually, if he uses that Force Staff, he at least gets to the point where DK can show up, and most likely the Spectre has to leave.
Radiant's middle tower has
Oh, well, that's embarrassing.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunate.
That's potentially deadly. Okay, no, Disperser's gonna help him out here. They're trying very hard to get rid of this Pangle here.
are fortified.
Spectre has an ult, so
Yeah.
it's actually quite in a bad position. Roxy's gonna kind of push everyone out of here, though.
Yep, just gonna look really scary, and they turn tail.
So he has Aegis, right? Like, if he doesn't have Aegis, he can probably just uphill there.
More than likely, yeah. He also has ult as well. Going for his own Mage Slayer now. I guess he is not satisfied by Roxy's performance with it. Speaking of Roxy, he got his Silver Edge now, which will help quite a bit, actually. There's a lot of nasty passes on that lineup. All the cores have one you'd like to break, so...
5x smoke here.
Yep. 5x smoke going towards where the Dire is. Well, towards where the 3 and Under Club is. Oh no, this
Yes.
is
Mattis here.
Matt, yeah. They're kind of going
Which
the
is
long way.
actually concerning if they get him.
Yeah, he's walking in.
No!
He's gonna Manticile off the majority of the bad thing. Uh-oh. No, no, Gold Dragon, no!
Swap
Oh,
to your
no! Oh my
Doesn't
god,
matter.
it doesn't matter, it's okay. Yikes, Paige just fingered herself and died, sad. It might actually end up
Oh,
mattering, because now all
it-
5 guys are
Yeah,
here.
matters. Well, he has Aegis. I think
Yeah.
It's still secretly bad for Dire. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Code Line ate the cheese, I don't have any vision.
Alright.
Peach is screaming
Oh.
in chat right now.
God bless.
Okay, well that's 5 for nothing, and nobody on Dire has any buybacks. That's bad.
Interesting. So, good smoke. Actually, sick smoke. Whoever made
Yeah.
that call.
Yeah, now they get to just go uphill for free. Like, totally free. The spot lane T3 is already very low.
This DK is like an impact player right now.
Yeah.
DK Pango.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
First set of racks down.
Has fallen.
Okay, they mega them. Alright.
Yeah, they still
For
got
sure.
another half a minute before Spectre even shows back up.
Dire's structures.
That's an annoyingly timed glyph.
Dire's middle tower
VS Breeze on the Pangolier, that'll show him. Pango, wake up, my man. Okay, there we go.
under attack.
Spectre effigy has been destroyed.
Dire's middle barracks.
Another rack's going down. Rock 0 row. Pumps the ult here. Wants to do some chip to this T4. May regret that. No, he's fine. They don't have vision on him. Interesting winner's curse. It might be good. They're gonna try and maul the support line. IO down immediately. Roxy following though.
Maybe? Popsicle?
Yeah, Popsicle very good there. Matt
that
is
is
caught. He's
stunned
in the hell zone. Matt's dead. It's over.
He's literally stunned for an hour and a half.
Hollywood calls the G's. We're going home.
Alright. Well, when you get chain stunned for a billion seconds in a row on a carry, you can't buy BKB.
Hollywood
What can
says
you do?
G's. We're going home. Where's my G's?
Can you cancel the GG BM or what? Okay. Guess we're watching the ancient fall.
Yeah. Carp running around chasing his best buddy in the whole world.
Right, Carf canceled it so he could do this.
Yeah.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Well, okay. There you go.
Radiant
DK OP or what?
I think DK. Some people would say DK is OP. I think Roxy just did it really well here. I think he definitely I have my expectations in my mind for this game. Even with how people are playing him now, I think I have a pretty good eye for what the average LD2 LT or DK would be doing in this game. I think Roxy overperformed. He just did a really good job in this game. Very good pos 3 debut. Makes me raise my eyebrow a little bit as to what this guy looks like next season. Very great play by the Pangolier through the game. No line on a comfort hero. I mean, this is everything the split push sprouts wanted and needed in this particular game. Matt probably fuming a little bit, but you know how it goes. Overall, definitely, I think the highlight performance of the year. Sort of the split push route so far. Very good game. Interested to see what happens in G2. So for those of you on YouTube, see what happens next time.